Alright, let's go ahead and talk to Yaana, not Black Cat, and start up the next quest. Yeah, there we go. I figured, I saw something about her having like a little sister or something. Yaana's yarn, you know, because she's a cat. Yaana is keen for a change of scenery. Right then, follow me. The gym isn't too far from here. The honeybee fight was a lot messier than the first fight, in my opinion. Oh, we got all our adoring fans. Hey, aren't you brilliant? The fighter who doesn't use a regulator? To not only fight, but win without using a feral soul, you're absolutely amazing. I'll be cheering for you from now on. Trust me, bro, this isn't the most impressive thing I've done. How about I tell you about how I defeated hopelessness incarnate at the edge of the universe, riding on the back of my arch enemy who had turned into a dragon. You're kidding, right? That's just a joke, right? I was so surprised when I saw you in the ring. You're the hero who protected us from the soldiers. I've been your biggest fan ever since. You'll win the next match too, I just know it. Oh, you bet I will, kid. You even got a stoic fist bump. You heartless fiends! How dare you embarrass our sweet honeybee like that? I hate you! Sensitive fan. Enjoy this feeling while you can, new blood. You'll be begging for mercy come your next match. I don't know who the next person is, but apparently he's the champion. Oh right, it was the other guy, the big guy that we saw at the very beginning. Anyway, can we get to the gym now? My, the fans are quite riled up today. I understand the need to let out their frustration. I wish they could find more productive ways to use that energy. But do excuse me. I'm something of a storyteller, and I have a keen interest in seeing how this championship unfolds. When you have a moment, I would love to ask you a few questions. This guy's mighty sus. Wait, you're Black Cat. What are you doing keeping company of the lass who just beat you? That's probably why you lost. You don't have any pride. I'd much rather watch your sister fight. Nobody put on a show like Wicked Thunder. Oh, okay, she had an older sister that probably died. This is never ending. Let's get out of here. I kind of wanted to hit the gym, and like everybody's like catching us. Looks like we managed to slip away. Come on, the gym's just over there. Okay, is that all? Yeah, it is. Okay. Where are we? Okay, we're just over to the side here. I haven't been over here yet. I've only, because like the main stuff, like the back room, not the back rooms, the back room, and then the main area that we did like quests and stuff. We're all over here, but I haven't actually been to the back alley over here. Which I mean, I guess it's not really much of a back alley. Anyway, let's go and talk to Yaana. And here it is. Tritail's Training, the home of Alexandria's finest fighters. That being said, I'm the only one here at the moment. It's also my actual home. The first floor is where I live, and the basement is where I train. Now, don't be shy. Go on in and make yourself comfortable. Okay, her older sister was probably the created the gym or something, and then she like got injured or something and couldn't fight. Either got injured or died. And then she became a fighter in the Arcadion to try and like live up to her sister's expectations or something. We'll see. She's obviously got that little sister that we saw in the image at the beginning of the quest. Now it's gonna transition into another cutscene. Yep. Oh, there she is. It's a pleasure to meet you, miss. My name is Nayuni. Thank you very much for looking after my sister. Thanking her for knocking me out, are you? Anyway, as you may have pieced together, I have two sisters. And though they're gone now, our parents were originally from Tyrol. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Or they have Alexandrian names. They happened to be in Yassilani when the dome appeared and ended up trapped. Here they took up work as hunters, and they were also opposed to regulators and never wore them. And one day they went out and never came back. Truth be told, I became interested in you because you reminded me of our parents. Like them, you're averse to using souls. We, on the other hand, don't see such a problem with the practice, so at our sister's urge, we started wearing regulators after mother and father died. It's only because they weren't wearing regulators when they passed that we can still remember them. Whether we're better or worse off for it, I can't say. So that wait, does that mean that these two couldn't have been born, had to be born in the dome, and their older sister might have been born outside? Because obviously they're not 30 or 20. I don't remember how many years passed before, while in the dome. I was too little to understand what happened, but I've heard the story from my sisters. So when I see you fight, I can't help but feel anxious. Don't worry, kid. I'm the main character. I'm not gonna lose. Brilliant. I say this knowing your stance, but won't you consider wearing a regulator in matches? Why? I'm gonna win. If only to revive yourself should the worst come to pass. Trust me, kid, if I die, time skips back and nothing happens. Wait, what? What do you mean? Nothing. I'm afraid you can't change people's minds when it comes to soul use, Nayuni. It's a question of culture and upbringing. But rather than talk about such things, we should celebrate. You've won 2 championship matches now, Berlian. This calls for drinks. We've only got energy tonics, but it's the gesture that counts, right? I hope it's not the ones that, Geralt's shard was drinking. You're celebrating even though you lost? True, she did lose. Oh, they don't drink opening technology. Of course, they got energy drinks and, like, energy supplements. So, after what that delightful fan said outside earlier, I imagine you're curious about my sister. Actually, I'm curious about getting to the next fight, to be quite honest. Her name's Eutrope, and she rose to be a top contender in the heavyweight division. She became a fighter to look after me and Uni first and foremost, but it turned out she was great at it. Hardly surprising, I suppose. She always excelled at anything she set her mind on. She was a natural at combat, and on top of that, she's mastered how to wield Electrope. Hold on, I've just the thing. So I'm guessing we're gonna have to end up fighting her in the next tier. Oh yeah, I've seen her model before. Wicked Thunder was her ring name. She harnessed the Levenseed soul in conjunction with Electrope, and could shapeshift to adapt to her enemies in battle. Or maybe she did? Well, they said was, so maybe she's not fighting anymore? I'm confident enough in what I do. Eutrope herself taught me how to fight, but I could never emulate her fighting style. The thing is, she just disappeared one day without saying a word to us. She was so close to being immortalized, too. Immortalized? Right, you wouldn't know. All Arcadion fighters retire young. Varel's soul transfiguration is just too much of a burden on the body. Just another reason not to use the souls. Those who fight to the age of 20 are immortalized in the Ascension Arcadia Hall of Fame. This comes with the privilege of moving to the luxury residences on Everkeep's upper level, where they can live out their days in comfort. Sounds like a conspiracy to me. They just don't want to give out those luxury apartments to anyone. Eutrope threw all that away when she vanished. I just can't wrap my head around why. But that's enough reminiscing for now. It can't be long now before your next match, so let's head back to the Arcadion. Good luck, Brillian, and please be careful. Don't worry, kid, I'm the main character. You don't have to worry about anything. Alright, let's head on back over to the Arcadion. Wait, I can't go this way, can I? Nope. Let's head over to the Aetheryte there and see if we can take a little bit of shortcut. Teleport on straight over to the Arcadion. So this next guy is gonna be like, is the big buff guy that we saw at the beginning, right? The Highlander? I'm guessing that's what it is. I'm guessing that's who it's gonna be. Okay, there's the attendant. Let's head on inside. Enter the Arcadion, yes. Hello, Yaana. Here we go, Brillian. I'll do my best to support you as your second. Say any more crit materia? Yes, I can.